A Scottish clan is a kinship group among the Scottish people. Clans give a sense of shared identity and descent to members, and in modern times have an official structure recognised by the Court of the Lord Leon, which regulates Scottish heraldry and coats of arms. Most clans have their own tartan patterns, usually dating from the 19th century, which members may incorporate into kilts or other clothing. The modern image of clans, each with their own tartan and specific land, was promulgated by the Scottish author Sir Walter Scott after influence by others. Historically, tartan designs were associated with lowland and highland districts whose weavers tended to produce cloth patterns favoured in those districts. By process of social evolution, it followed that the clans, families prominent in a particular district would wear the tartan of that district, and it was but a short step for that community to become identified by it. Many clans have their own clan chief. Those that do not are known as armigerous clans. Clans generally identify with geographical areas originally controlled by their founders, sometimes with an ancestral castle and clan gatherings, which form a regular part of the social scene. The most notable gathering of recent times was the Gathering 2009, which included a clan convention in the Scottish Parliament. It is a common misconception that every person who bears a clan's name is a lineal descendant of the chiefs. Many clansmen, although not related to the chief, took the chief's surname as their own to either show solidarity, or to obtain basic protection or for much-needed sustenance. Most of the followers of the clan were tenants, who supplied labour to the clan leaders. Contrary to popular belief, the ordinary clansmen rarely had any blood tie of kinship with the clan chiefs, but they took the chief's surname as their own when surnames came into common use in the 16th and 17th centuries. Thus by the 18th century the myth had arisen that the whole clan was descended from one ancestor, with the Scottish Gaelic of clan, meaning children, or offspring. Clan organisation. Clan membership. The word clan is derived from the Gaelic word clanna, meaning children. However, the need for proved descent from a common ancestor related to the chiefly house is too restrictive. Clans developed a territory based on the native men who came to accept the authority of the dominant group in the vicinity. A clan also included a large group of loosely related septs, dependent families, all of whom looked to the clan chief as their head and their protector. According to the former Lord Leon, Sir Thomas Innes of Lerney, a clan is a community that is distinguished by heraldry and recognized by the sovereign. Lerney considered clans to be a noble incorporation, because the arms borne by a clan chief are granted or otherwise recognized by the Lord Leon as an officer of the crown, thus conferring royal recognition of the entire clan. Clans with recognized chiefs are therefore considered a noble community under Scots law. A group without a chief recognized by the sovereign, through the Lord Leon, has no official standing under Scottish law. Claimants to the title of chief are expected to be recognized by the Lord Leon as the rightful heir to the undifferenced arms of the ancestor of the clan of which the claimant seeks to be recognized as chief. A chief of a clan is the only person who is entitled to bear the undifferenced arms of the ancestral founder of the clan. The clan is considered to be the chief's heritable estate, and the chief's seal of arms is the seal of the clan as a noble corporation. Under Scots law, the chief is recognized as the head of the clan and serves as the lawful representative of the clan community. Historically, a clan was made up of everyone who lived on the chief's territory, or on territory of those who owed allegiance to the said chief. Through time, with the constant changes of clan boundaries, migration or regime changes, clans would be made up of large numbers of members who were unrelated and who bore different surnames. Often, those living on a chief's lands would, over time, adopt the clan surname. A chief could add to his clan by adopting other families, and also had the legal right to outlaw anyone from his clan, including members of his own family. Today, anyone who has the chief's surname is automatically considered to be a member of the chief's clan. Also, anyone who offers allegiance to a chief becomes a member of the chief's clan, unless the chief decides not to accept that person's allegiance. Clan membership goes through the surname, except when a married woman takes that of her husband's surname, and then on to her children. Children who take their father's surname are part of their father's clan and not their mother's. However, there have been several cases where a descendant through the maternal line has changed their surname in order to claim the chiefship of a clan, such as the late chief of the clan MacLeod, who was born John Woolridge Gordon and changed his name to the maiden name of his maternal grandmother in order to claim the chiefship of the MacLeods. Today, clans may have lists of septs. Septs are surnames, families or clans that historically, currently or for whatever reason the chief chooses, are associated with that clan. There is no official list of clan septs, and the decision of what septs a clan has is left up to the clan itself. Confusingly, sept names can be shared by more than one clan, and it may be up to the individual to use his or her family history or genealogy to find the correct clan they are associated with. Several clan societies have been granted coats of arms. In such cases, these arms are differenced from the chief's, much like a clan armiger. The former Lord Leon King of Arms, Thomas Innes of Lerney, stated that such societies, according to the law of arms, are considered an indeterminate cadet. Authority of the clans. Scottish clanship contained two complementary but distinct concepts of heritage. These were, firstly, the collective heritage of the clan, known as their Dúchas, which was their prescriptive right to settle in the territories in which the chiefs and leading gentry of the clan customarily provided protection. This concept was where all clansmen recognized the personal authority of the chiefs and leading gentry as trustees for their clan. The second concept was the wider acceptance of the granting of charters by the crown and other powerful landowners to the chiefs, chieftains and lairds, which defined the estate settled by their clan. This was known as their oireach and gave a different emphasis to the clan chief's authority in that it gave the authority to the chiefs and leading gentry as landed proprietors, who owned the land in their own right, rather than just as trustees for the clan. From the beginning of Scottish clanship, the clan warrior elite, who were known as the Fine, strove to be landowners as well as territorial warlords. Clans, the law and the legal process. The concept of Dúchas mentioned above held precedence in the Middle Ages. However, by the early modern period the concept of oireach was favoured. This shift reflected the importance of Scots law in shaping the structure of clanship, in that the fine were awarded charters and the continuity of heritable succession was secured. The heir to the chief was known as the Tainist heir and was usually the direct male heir. However, in some cases the direct heir was set aside for a more politically accomplished or belligerent relative. There were not many disputes over succession after the 16th century, and, by the 17th century, the setting aside of the male heir was a rarity. This was governed and restricted by the law of entail, which prevented estates from being divided up amongst female heirs and therefore also prevented the loss of clan territories. The main legal process used within the clans to settle criminal and civil disputes was known as arbitration, in which the offending and aggrieved sides put their cases to a panel that was drawn from the leading gentry and was overseen by the clan chief. There was no appeal against the decision made by the panel, which was usually recorded in the local royal or borough court. Social ties. Fosterage and manrent were the most important forms of social bonding in the clans. In the case of fosterage, the chief's children would be brought up by a favoured member of the leading clan gentry, and in turn the children would be favoured by members of the clan. In the case of manrent, this was a bond contracted by the heads of families looking to the chief for territorial protection, though not living on the estates of the clan elite. These bonds were reinforced by calps, death duties paid to the chief as a mark of personal allegiance by the family when their head died, usually in the form of their best cow or horse. Although calps were banned by Parliament in 1617, Manrant continued covertly to pay for protection. The marriage alliance reinforced links with neighbouring clans as well as with families within the territory of the clan. The marriage alliance was also a commercial contract involving the exchange of livestock, money and land through payments, in which the bride was known as the tocher and the groom was known as the dairy. Clan management rents, known as calps, from those living within the clan estate were collected by the tacksman. These lesser gentry acted as estate managers, allocating the run-rig strips of land, lending seed corn and tools, and arranging the droving of cattle to the lowlands for sale, taking a minor share of the payments made to the clan nobility, the fine. They had the important military role of mobilizing the clan host, both when required for warfare and more commonly as a large turnout of followers for weddings and funerals, and traditionally in August for hunts which included sports for the followers, the predecessors of the modern Highland Games. Clan disputes and disorder where the oireach did not match the common heritage of the Duthchas. This led to territorial disputes and warfare. The fine resented their clansmen paying rent to other landlords. Some clans used disputes to expand their territories. Most notably, the Clan Campbell and the Clan Mackenzie were prepared to play off territorial disputes within and among clans to expand their own land and influence. Feuding on the western seaboard was conducted with such intensity that the Clan MacLeod and the Clan MacDonald on the Isle of Skye were reputedly reduced to eating dogs and cats in the 1590s. Feuding was further compounded by the involvement of Scottish clans in the wars between the Irish Gaels and the English Tudor monarchy in the 16th century. Within these clans, there evolved a military caste of members of the lesser gentry who were purely warriors and not managers, and who migrated seasonally to Ireland to fight as mercenaries. There was heavy feuding between the clans during the civil wars of the 1640s. However, by this time, the chiefs and leading gentry preferred increasingly to settle local disputes by recourse to the law. After the restoration of the monarchy in 1660, the incidence of feuding between clans declined considerably. The last clan feud that led to a battle and that was not part of a civil war was the Battle of Mulroy, which took place on the 4th of August 1688. Cattle raiding, known as reaving, had been normal practice prior to the 17th century. It was also known as creech, where young men took livestock from neighboring clans. By the 17th century, this had declined and most reaving was known as the sprade, where smaller numbers of men raided the adjoining lowlands and the livestock taken usually being recoverable on payment of tascal and guarantee of no prosecution. Some clans, such as the Clan MacFarlane and the Clan Farquharson, offered the lowland as protection against such raids, on terms not dissimilar to blackmail. Lowland clans. An Act of the Scottish Parliament of 1597 talks of the chieftainies and chiefs of all clanis, dwellend in the Highlands or Borderus, thus using the word clan and chief to describe both Highland and Border families. The Act goes on to list the various lowland clans, including the Maxwells, Johnstons, Turnbulls and other famous Border reavers' names. Further, Sir George Mackenzie of Rosehaw, the Lord Advocate, writing in 1680, said, "By the term chief, we call the representative of the family from the word chef or head, and in the Irish with us the chief of the family is called the head of the clan." So it can be seen that, all along, the words chief or head and clan or family are interchangeable. It is therefore quite correct to talk of the MacDonald family or the Stirling clan. The idea that Highlanders should be listed as clans while the Lowlanders should be termed as families was merely a 19th century convention. The Lowland clan Macduff are described specifically as a clan in legislation of the Scottish Parliament in 1384.